The Leafs head into Vegas looking to build that momentum from the Colorado victory and put it into a really tough road game against Vegas. Obviously, the Vegas Golden Knights coming into the game were 31-23-4. Actually, I don't know who's coming into the game or if that's what the record is now. But nonetheless, they're a team that's not bad. They're not a terrible team. However, they haven't played well lately. The Leafs are catching them at a good time. The Leafs needed to get off to a good start. And we've talked about that all year long, about starting on time. Well, the Buds did today. And they got some help from the Golden Knights not being able to stay disciplined, as there were a ton of penalties for the Golden Knights in this game. All were blatantly obvious calls. Leafs get a power play there midway through the first period, and William Nylander back to Jake Gardiner, who blasts it on, tipped in front, Andreas Johnsson, and it's in the back of the net. His 15th of the year. Problem, though, later on in that, I think it was in the second period, Andreas Johnsson leaves the game after a knee-on-knee collision and does not return. Now, if you look at the replay, you could say that it wasn't a total knee-on-knee. It was about, thigh or something like that. So that's a positive, I guess, if it's not a direct knee-on-knee. But, the way Andreas Johnsson has played as of late, you don't want to see him go out with injury. However, you got to find a way to get the job done. Now, the Leafs have the 1-0 lead after one period of play. They outshoot the Golden Knights 18-8 in that period. And we're like, okay, this is a good start. Plus, the Leafs had 3 power plays in the first period to the Vegas Golden Knights having nothing. So, you expect to win in shots in the period when you have the power play advantage 3-0. Second period, though, the Leafs get a power play, and that's a problem. You know why? Short-handed goal by Paul Stastny. And it was just a stupid, careless turnover. And that's the problem. Let's go back to the first period on one of the other Leaf power plays. Morgan Riley loses I don't know if he lost the puck at the point, but nonetheless, they get a short-handed breakaway. Freddie makes a stop. They can't. I think Riley Smith couldn't get a handle on the puck anyways, and they keep it out. Another play, Jake Gardiner and Freddie Anderson, communication issues, and the Vegas Golden Knights almost score to tie the game, but instead, they don't score, and it's still 1-0. Let's go to the second. The Leafs have a power play early on in the second period. The exact same thing happens. Freddie Anderson, Jake Gardiner, no communication. And Riley Smith gets in there, steals the puck, centers it to Paul Stastny, who's got a wide open net, and he buries it shorthanded. Just like that, your momentum is gone. You dominated the first. You have all 4 power plays to start the game. Yet it's tied. And 5 minutes after the Paul Stastny goal, Oscar Lindberg, he scores, and just like that, the Leafs are trailing 2-1. And obviously, Andreas Johnsson going down in the process, it's just all falling apart for the Leafs. However, what we know this Leafs team can do is score. And a minute and a half after Lindberg gives the Golden Knights the lead, Kapanen gives Matthews a beautiful pass about the top of the circle. Matthews one-times it. I think it hits Patrick Marleau, and he kind of hits it with his glove towards the net. But problem, it hits Marc-Andre Fleury's skate and into the net. The Leafs have tied the game at 2. Marleau with his 13th of the year. Matthews and Kapanen grab the assist, as I said. And by the way, on the Johnsson goal, Gardiner and William Nylander grab assists. Nylander continues on his little point streak that he's got going on right now. Great job by Willie. He's got 9 points in his last 10 games. He's feeling it as of late. And just like that, the Leafs have tied the game. Now, 5 minutes after that, the Leafs get another power play, and we're like, you want this one back. You gave up a shorty. You want to get a power play goal next time you get a chance. They have a chance here, and Austin Matthews on the power play buries it past Marc-Andre Fleury. He looked awful on that play, did Fleury. I don't know what kind of shot he was expecting, but he just beat him 5-hole. Matthews beat him 5-hole, and he really, I don't know what it was. He was kind of like, oh, goodness me. And didn't even get to the ice. So I don't even know what the heck that was. But nonetheless, Austin Matthews, 26th goal of the year. Riley and Kadri with the assists. Austin with his 100th career NHL goal. Congrats, Austin, on 100 of many more goals to come. Starting in the third period, but we'll get to that in a second. And the Leafs, just like that, going down from 2-1, giving up the shorty, losing Janssen. They have nothing going right so far in the second period, and bang, bang, you got the lead back. It's 3-2. The Leafs go into the third with the lead 3-2. You outshoot the Golden Knights 13-11 in the second period. You gotta close this game out strong. Third period, about 4 minutes in, William Karlsson, again, another wide open play, right? It was just kind of a slap pass from the point. Everyone's sleeping, and Karlsson's just hiding there back door, and he gets a slap pass, and boop, redirects it past Frederik Andersen. He's not expecting that. That's not his guy to cover. He's got to get the guy at the point who's going to ritz a shot on him. Someone's got to have that guy back door. They don't, and the game is tied at 3. However, 6 minutes after that, back and forth type of game here in Vegas. Crazy one on a Thursday night. John Tavares to Mitch Marner. Back to the point to Morgan Riley, who floats the puck on net. Fleury's got no clue where the puck is until it's in the back of the net. Morgan Riley with his, 15th goal of the season. And the Leafs grab the lead back. It's 4-3. Now, he didn't get a point on this play, but you gotta give credit to Zach Hyman. First off, he had one heck of a game today. He was incredible. And on that Riley goal, he's got his butt planted right in front of Marc-Andre Fleury. Riley shooting to the far right post. Fleury's going to the left. That tells you right there how much he saw. Great job by Hyman. Great job of Riley picking his spot. And then just like that, the Leafs have the lead back. But you can't give it up now. What is it? 55 seconds after that. Kapanen spins, fires from the point. And it drops down to Austin Matthews. Just kind of spins and just an absolute ripper of a wrist shot. Beats Marc-Andre Fleury, high blocker side, I think it is, on him. His 27th goal of the year, and his second of the game, goal number 1-0-1 for Austin Matthews. And the Leafs now have a 5-3 lead, and we can breathe a little bit because it's not just a stupid 1-goal lead. You got 2. 6 minutes after, they have a power play late, right? With about 4 minutes to play, Vegas has a power play, and you're like, well, they score one here and then pull the goalie, and you never know what can happen. Leafs get a short-handed break, 2-on-1, Connor Brown and Mitch Marner. Connor Brown's got the puck, waits, dishes it to Mitch Marner, who buries it, short-handed. And Jake Muzzin's like, I'm just going to grab a secondary assist there, thank you very much, as he did on the Austin Matthews goal. And the Leafs have a 6-3 lead, and that is all she wrote right there. This team has found their way to score again at will. And you know what this does? The power play. They scored 2 more power play goals today. One from Matthews, and then the first goal of the game from Andreas Johnsson. I'm hoping he's okay. But even if he isn't, Tyler Ennis ain't a bad option. He was great for this team. He's ready to come back and play. So, as much as I would love to have Johnsson back, if it's any somewhat serious, we don't want him playing right now. Right? Freddie Andersen, guys, did not have a great game. But again, you can't blame him on a couple of those goals. 3 goals on 33 shots. Again, still a .909 save percentage, which isn't terrible. In the end, the Leafs win the game on the road in Vegas, and you pick up 2 points. I mean, and the Habs lose. The Leafs now have a 3-point lead on the Bruins and a 6-point lead on the Habs. We can breathe a little bit there, Leaf fans. And the Buds are now on fire. We talked about it in the Rangers game, right? It's great to win 4 straight. But when you lose that one, it's what you do after that. The Leafs go into Colorado, they get the win. They go into Vegas, they get the win. So, what happened? You win 4, You lose one, you win two more. That's beautiful. That's what you like to see. And the offense has been flowing on all cylinders right now for the Leafs. It is great to see, guys. It is fantastic to watch. And the Leafs just picked up their 36th victory of the year. 36-18-3 are the Buds. They're 14 wins away to be a 50-win team. You guys think it can do it? I think so. I think it's ever so doable. You got like, what, 20-odd games left? 14 wins? I think it's damn doable. Now, you got to take it one game at a time. The Leafs are 7-2-1 in their last 10. They've been playing some great hockey since that Washington game before the All-Star break. They have, you see how big of a game that was? They lost the 2 games before that. You go in, you have Washington come to town, a team who has not played well lately, and you have one game before the All-Star break. You crush them. Then you come out of the break, you lose 1 to Detroit, but you get a point. Then you win 4 in a row. Then you lose 1. Now you've won 2 more. They're on fire right now. And that one game against Washington was massive. Hence why the Raptors winning 6 straight before the All-Star break is big as well. So the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, they continue on this crazy road trip. I think there's 2 more games, I think it is. You're in Arizona, and then in St. Louis, and then back home for Washington, all right? So, guys, Arizona... Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, you got the Leafs in Arizona. What? I mean, usually you see like Leafs Habs or Leafs Sens, or I know we don't play the Bruins anymore, but usually it's Leafs Bruins or Leafs Caps or something. Leafs are playing Arizona in Arizona. Okay. Well, you know what? You can't take any team lightly, all right? You did not take a team like Vegas lightly tonight. The Leafs were flying tonight. It was great to watch. And you didn't take the Colorado Avalanche lightly. I mean, were there times where the Leafs didn't play well? Yeah, of course. But in the end, you got the victory, right? Arizona is 25-27-5. They're under 500 in their last 10 games. They've lost their last game. Again, they don't have a consistently good goaltender. Darcy Kuemper is their main guy right now. You should win on Saturday night. Now, if they can win that, that'll mean the Leafs have won 8 of their last 9 games and gotten points in 10 of their last 11, I think it is, if my math is correct. That's money. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed the video, and you guys enjoyed the victory there today. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. By the way, guys, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. And the Leafs... oh, they showed us love today with the victory. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below, guys. Your MVP in today's game, I think mine is Austin Matthews. No question about it. 3-point night. 2 huge goals for this team in the game today. You guys have any other suggestions about who your MVP was? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, guys, I mean, Jake Muzzin, a couple assists in the game today. Great to see from Jake. Attaboy. Who's your MVP, guys? I want to hear what you guys have to say. What have you thought of this team's play as of late? Do you think they're just too much high-flying offense and their defense is still very shaky? I think at times it is. But I think trade deadline as it's looming, right? We also heard Kapanen possibly getting a deal done soon with Kyle Dubas and his representatives getting together and talking about a deal. It's probably going to be a bridge deal 2 or 3 years because you can't afford to sign him for a long-term deal right now. But we heard that with those rumblings around today. It's just going to be quite interesting to see how this all plays out heading into the trade deadline at the end of the month. Guys, Evan and I will talk to you guys. Look, it's all over the place right now. It was supposed to be tomorrow morning. Things have changed. We don't know right now as of yet when the next episode of the podcast will be uploaded. Link to in the description for the podcast channel, guys, and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Twitter is also down below. Follow up. Send me a DM. Do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys. Raptors edition, well, not for quite some time, as they're on the All-Star break, starting yesterday, obviously, with their 6th straight win, with the win over Washington. But the next game the Raptors do play is on Friday, February 22nd, as the Raptors welcome in DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs to Scotiabank Arena. It is going to be a wild night in Toronto, watching that game unfold and watching DeMar DeRozan face the Toronto Raptors in Toronto for the first time. It's going to be loud. It's going to be electric. I can't wait for it. And, of course, we have to wait a flipping week for it. But, hey, yeah, I mean, Suspense is going to kill us. It's going to get us even more fired up for that game on Friday. All right, and then like we talked about, the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, is Saturday night as the Buds head to Arizona. It's going to be a jam-packed arena. I never mind. I tried. It's really not going to be. But it's going to be a good one because Austin Matthews is going to be playing his hometown team. That's really the only headline going into the game usually. Frederik Andersen, Darcy Kemper, the expected starters in that game on Saturday night, 7 o'clock puck drop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you guys then.